C60 can support longevity. And I'm wondering if you can talk to us a little bit about some tests people might be able to do, specifically with telomere testing.
Well, yes, telomere testing is one of the things that people have found that you can notice with C60, but in the long-term testing. We've had a few cases where people had done telomere tests, before they took C60, and then after taking C60 for several years, they did another one just out of chance, and they found that their average telomere length had increased. And for those that don't know it, telomeres are kind of like on the end of big ropes. A lot of time you have like a little thread wrapped around it, and so it's strands of DNA that wrap around the end of your chromosomes so they don't unravel. And every time your cell divides, those little wraps become less and less until your chromosomes would start to unravel, and that's when you get senescence. So the longer you keep those little wraps on the end of your chromosomes, the longer your health will last. And so we actually did. It took a while just to figure out what's going on. One of the things C60 causes is apoptosis. That's programmed cell death. So if you have a cell that has really short telomeres, it goes into the thing called senescence. It's like a zombie cell. It's burning in the fermentation mode, not the oxygen mode. And usually, those cells go away, but a lot of them don't, or they hang around too long. And the way they do it is they stop providing a lot of the antioxidants to the mitochondria, like superoxide, catalase, glutathione, CoQ10, to the mitochondria. So the mitochondria have to go into fermentation mode. So when you take C60, your mitochondria can turn themselves back on to the Krebs cycle, the oxygen mode, and they'll send messages to the nuclear DNA of the cell, and they won't get the right messages back. So that causes that cell to go into apoptosis, programmed cell death. And now your tissue or muscle or whatever doesn't have enough cells to be functional. So it sends out messages to get more stem cells. So stem cells convert to that new type of muscle or tissue or organ. And stem cells they're like baby cells, right? They have almost a complete set of telomeres. And so what we've discovered is that because your senescent cells are being wiped out by C60 that have really short telomeres, and they're being replaced by stem cells which have almost a complete telomeres, it actually means your average telomere length is getting longer. So you're literally getting younger.
That's so cool. Okay, so Ken, on that point, if people are curious, does C60 really work? In your opinion, do you think a telomere test, if you're going to take it before you start taking C60 and then take it a year later, do you think that's a good idea?
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing, C60 can slow down telomere shortening.
Okay.
Because usually it's inflammation cause damage to the cells and cause the telomeres to come off. Usually you would lose about 20 units, DNA units, if you had a perfect health and with telomeres. But what happens is it's usually 50 to 100 with most people because they're having a lot of oxidative damage. So if C60 reduces oxidative damage, that means it's going to slow down telomere shortening. And of course, we have the apoptosis, which is getting rid of cells with really shortened telomeres and replaced with ones with almost a full set. So you get like a double benefit there on with telomeres and C60. And telomeres are one of the few measures of aging that we have.
That's awesome. And so with this study of epigenetics, we know that with our healthy lifestyle choices that we can actually make a big impact on aging. We can slow down the pace of aging. And in some cases, we can actually even turn back the hands of time.
Yes, we can. And of course, good lifestyle habits has a lot to do with that as well.
It really does. It really does. What are some of your favorite lifestyle habits that support anti-aging?
Well, for me, it's intermittent fasting.
Okay.
I gained a few pounds over the years. As you kind of, people like trees, the older you get down, the wider you become.
With holidays too, every year.
Oh, yes, that's a terrible thing. Yes. So I found intermittent fasting works really well for me.
Okay.
And I'm on the 6 to 4 hour plan. And it was the only thing that really dropped weight below. It always dropped to a certain level, but it was intermittent fasting. It punched right through down to the lower level.
Okay, good. Also, quality sleep.
Yeah, that helps. Good water, avoiding toxic situations in people, eating healthy, proper supplementation, multivitamin, multi-mineral, because there's a lot of, our food isn't as nutritious as it used to be. So all of those things together help improve health and
sunshine and fresh air too.
Oh, that's good too.
Daily movement if you
can. Yes, exercise, very important.
Yep. Cool. Thanks, Ken.